Like other co-op members, our family spends a lot of time and energy keeping things clean. Things like our house, our clothes, our car, and even our pets. We all share the responsibility to help take care of our home environment. All kinds of electrical appliances make cleaning up faster and easier than ever. But have you ever wondered about the electricity itself? Who's responsible for making sure our power supply is compatible with a clean environment? To answer that question, we need to look at where our power comes from. Our co-op gets its electricity from Associated Electric Cooperative, or AECI. AECI was created in 1961 by our 6th generation and transmission co-ops, specifically to provide power to 875,000 local co-op members in Missouri, Northeast Oklahoma, and Southeast Iowa. AECI's mission is to provide an economical and reliable power supply to its members. That means having a mix of different generating resources, including hydropower, coal, natural gas, and wind, and using the most affordable resources. Water power generation is the most affordable of all. AECI has contracts to purchase hydropower from federal dams in Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Although it's affordable and clean, hydropower is limited by rainfall and by how much water is available in our lakes. Next is coal, the abundant and affordable resource we use most. AECI operates coal-powered plants in Missouri at Thomas Hill and New Madrid to generate most of the power we use. Natural gas plants provide some of our electricity. These generation plants are also located in Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. And AECI has contracts to buy power from wind farms in Missouri, Oklahoma, and Kansas. With this diverse mix of resources, AECI supplies our homes, farms, and businesses the electricity we need for lighting, working, heating, and cooling. And of course, keeping things clean. All the coal-powered plants that generate most of our electricity are also designed and operated with environmental responsibility in mind. In fact, AECI has taken the initiative to invest more than $1.1 billion in research, facilities, and technology to reduce power plant emissions. It's good to know that our power provider was one of the first utilities to convert to low-sulfur coal, a move that reduced sulfur dioxide emissions by 90% and helped reduce mercury emissions. Mercury reduction was the idea behind using treated coal in our coal plants, too. This step was voluntary, and it helped reduce mercury emissions years before the date required to comply with federal regulations. AECI was one of the first to install environmental controls called selective catalytic reduction equipment, designed to reduce nitrogen oxide emissions up to 90% from its coal units. You can see just how clean the air is from this view of the units running at one of our local coal plants. Our power provider gets high marks for the way it takes care of water quality, too. AECI's power plants use a lot of water, 99% of it for cooling the steam that turns the turbines to generate electricity. This water comes from sources like the Mississippi River, groundwater wells, and a specially built lake at Thomas Hill. After it's used, the cooling water is returned to its source in as good a condition as when it was removed, and often even better. We know this because AECI monitors the water released from its plants and grounds for quality, to keep it in full compliance with federal regulations like the Clean Water Act. And because of how the water supports the creatures that live in and around it, the Thomas Hill Reservoir, for instance, is managed for fishing and wildlife habitat in cooperation with the Missouri Department of Conservation. To help keep our power supply reliable, AECI worked with the Association of Missouri Electric Cooperatives to develop an agreement with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service by protecting the habitat for endangered species like the Indiana bat. And in Oklahoma, Concern for the endangered American burying beetle has prompted special protective measures as new power lines are installed in the eastern and central parts of the state. When you look around, it's easy to see that our co-op system has a long and successful record of balancing affordable, reliable electricity with sound environmental stewardship. Clean air, clean water, clear choice. If you're concerned about clean, rest assured that your power comes from a provider that takes its environmental responsibilities seriously. If you'd like to learn more, visit aeci.org or contact your local co-op today.